Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. We're saying that big was
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to talk some boxing. Just want to congratulate everybody on the panel, everybody that's down with TBV. We reached 96,000 subscribers yesterday, 4,000 away from that 100,000, 100K. We still want that to this day. But anyway, we're here to talk some boxing. We got Jessie Vargas in the news saying that he's already signed his half of the contract, or he's already accepted the terms to fight Kell Brook. So this is what we're going to be talking about, a little welterweight news report. If you're interested, stick around. While you're jumping into the live stream, hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Download the app absolutely free on both Android and iPhone. Add Nestor Gibbs, calling internationally anywhere in the world. You can also call 1-425-569-5241 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We got a full jam-packed panel hailing from across the globe. So, starting out in my neck of the woods.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch for the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I love Mick at the end. Get up, you son of a bitch. Get up, everyone. Good morning. TBV in the morning here with Mario, Ness, Ron. Where my man Mike at? See a basketball picture up there. But Jessie Vargas versus Kell Brook. I actually like this fight. I think it'll be a good back and forth matchup. And I guess we're waiting on Kell Brook to say the final okay. And I can't wait to delve into it, man, and see what you guys think about this matchup. Where does it take place and all that other good stuff with you guys in the morning.
It's me, Mario.
What is up? What is up? First and foremost, I want to remind everybody that Michelle Rosado's got that Philly special fight happening today. If you're in the Philadelphia area, definitely go support there. They're at the 2300. Yo, y'all don't know how many dope ass independent wrestling has been there. It's legendary. But yeah, man, we'll probably watch that definitely today. And if the stream is good, we should get a fight on that. I mean, a fight review on that. So yeah, but this article that we'll be covering, or the story, I mean, with Jessie Vargas and Kell Brook, there's a lot more to it than just him saying Kell Brook's out there for him. Hyman Munguia's mentioned in the article, not necessarily verbatim, but this is Jessie Vargas's the way that he assesses this is that he can't get 147. He's ready to move up to 154, and he is ready to start campaigning. So that'll definitely be exciting.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Marquez Hunter era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been telling.
I'm going to talk because you do too much talk. The thing is this.
People want their subjective
preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
BoxingVoice.com.
So once upon a time in 2016, a vacant WBO welterweight title was on the line, and Saddam Ali went down, and Jessie Vargas won the title. And this was during when Kell Brook was the IBF champion. So this is all at 147. You got two champions getting ready to go, and the fight never happens. Kell Brook goes to the Triple G land, to the Errol Spence. Jessie Vargas goes to the Manny Pacquiao. And now they're both in 154, looking to redeem and catch the fights that they couldn't get at the welterweight division. So at this point, we're going to see this as maybe a 154 crossroads fight. Kell Brook didn't look tremendous in the last fight, as well as Jessie Vargas got a draw. So maybe this will be the fight to get them the best thing happening in 154 for their career. But we can pass this ball on to Mike and hear his thoughts.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows count, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in TBV land. Kell Brook, Jessie Vargas. Good fight. Don't know what it really means in the division, but good fight. Let's go ahead and break it down.
Well, I don't know, Ness. Do you want me to start off with the quotes?
Yeah, start with the facts because I think we're all over the place. I mean, look, I don't know what Mike meant by what does it really mean in the division. Maybe he's confused like me. Is this a 147-pound challenge to Kell Brook?
This is a 154
pound challenge to Kell Brook. Is this a 154-pound challenge to Kell Brook only, or is he officially moving to 54 next fight? And I just want to say he's also trained by Freddie Roach now, Jessie Vargas is, which is also interesting to me. That's a good thing.
He definitely is. And that's something that the article mentions on. It touches on both of that. But basically, this is what Jessie Vargas had to say to ESPN Deportes. He said, I am very happy to be working with Freddie. He is a very experienced and intelligent coach to design fight strategies. And right now, I have no confirmed fight, but I am waiting for the fight with Brook. It means Kell Brook. It is a fight that interests me. They're doing everything possible to confirm the fight, and let's see if he accepts. Then he goes on to say, I think we are very advanced, and if everything goes well, maybe next week the fight could be confirmed. For my part, I already accepted the fight. I said that it should be done, but I think he is having doubts, and if he says no, then I'm hoping for an opportunity with Munguia. It's a fight that interests me a lot. I think the fans would like it, and their team said yes, but maybe for September. So for now, we just wait for Brook. And that is something that Jessie Vargas said, confirming both that obviously there was already reports that he was with Freddie Roach, but confirming that they are indeed ready to campaign at 154 because from what it seems like to me, even though the fight with Kell Brook is already along, if for some reason it doesn't come to fruition, they will try to get that Munguia fight.
Jessie Vargas.
Really quick. Can we just get everyone's thoughts on just the move to 54?
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to get into. And that's like at 154, he's fighting. He's willing to fight top guys, and he's interested in James Munguia. I really think that's a real big step up,
Mike.
It's a real big step up. Mike laughing like
James. You just called him James.
James.
Mike don't like you to butcher anybody's name.
Jaime in English, all right? Jaime Munguia.
Yo, you should have seen what he did to me in front of Regis yesterday because I called him over.
He called out Ness dirty.
Oh man, I didn't catch that show either. Well, all right. Jaime Munguia. ¿Cómo está? Viva Mexico. I got your name, all right? I think that's a step too fast for Vargas, being as though he's moving up in weight. Kell Brook. I'm very interested in this fight because Kell Brook would be a real tough matchup for Vargas.
Walk into the mic, Doomy.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, everyone. I ordered a new mic. So shout out to my new mic coming soon. All right. Now, yeah, too fast too fast, and he's trying to face competition that's you know, above average with somebody that's just moving up in weight. You know, you want to take a couple of fights that are going to kind of acclimate you to that weight. But Vargas is looking like he's confident enough that, you know, he's ready to touch on new territory. I, for one, think that he's probably going to, you know, go too fast through this process that usually, you know, a lot of boxers are more careful with.
Yeah, the thing I wanted to
so just for facts, he's only lost to Timothy Bradley by unanimous decision. Timothy Bradley, a guy that really outboxed him for 11 rounds. Vargas landed a big punch in the 12th round. Manny Pacquiao also outboxed him, unanimous decision. So it's clear, it's good to know he's never been knocked out. He's been in there with Manny Pacquiao, and I don't even remember Pacquiao putting him down, where Pacquiao put a guy like Algieri down 6 times. Go ahead, Ron.
Well, yeah. My whole thing is like, people got to remember Jessie Vargas is pretty small in comparison. And this would be, I think, his 3rd weight class he would jump into, if I'm not mistaken. So at that point,
5'11" on BoxRec with 180 centimeters of reach. No, excuse me, 71 inch reach.
Yeah, that's not that small, Ron.
Well, considering the fact that if you jump up 3 weight classes, you still got to put some of the benefit of doubt that Kell Brook is naturally the larger 147. People said he was compared as one of the bigger guys. He belonged in 154, maybe a smaller 154. But the thing is, you got a guy who in his career is moving up, while a guy right here saying, this is me weights, my weight. This is my ideal situation, even though he didn't look that great in his last fight. Jessie Vargas had 2 draws in a row. Message.
Just for, you know, put things into perspective, Jaime, who he's calling out, is 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I think that Jessie Vargas is a guy who could still put some size on. You know, that's the one thing about training that people have to understand is that, and Ron's touched on this, I remember a long time, not a long time, it was a few weeks ago. We were talking about the difference between like power and size. We had a trainer on. And so he's a guy who, if he's training right, I think he could make 154 fine. To fight a guy like Kell Brook, who hasn't really had a ton of success up above 147. I'm not going to say he's not acclimated yet, but Ron's absolutely right. The guy's big. So there are guys out there like Broner, Gotti, who just, so for some reason or another, they flutter right in between certain weight classes, and just like their specialty ends up becoming catch weight type fights. Maybe that's where Kell Brook ends up, but for now, I think that that's a perfect fight. Jessie Vargas, Kell Brook, get him acclimated to the weight, and then move on to bigger things with Jaime Munguia. That fight, 2 Mexicans, that would be incredible.
Well, the thing I wanted to finish up before it was,
Jessie Vargas, bad, Ron. I'm so sorry.
Jessie Vargas is coming off of 2 draws, so at this point, this is kind of like a required win, seeing the fact that he drew with Thomas Delorme, drew with Adrian Broner. If he loses to Kell Brook, you know, where does he go? I mean, this is a pretty much life and death.
I mean,
and
Ron,
same with Kell Brook.
Is it a crossroads or is it a cash out? Because if he's out here publicly talking about Jaime, he's moving up for Jaime. Is this the zone saying, look, man, 2 draws, we could offer you 1.7 again, but you got to fight Jaime because Jaime don't got opponents.
And you know what people are going to say?
Got 30. Go ahead, Ron.
People is going to naturally assume that, and just a reminder to people, that Jaime Munguia would Saddam Ali Jessie Vargas. The irony of that quote, because I saw someone say that in the chat, is Jem. Remember, Jessie Vargas actually first one to drop Saddam Ali like that. So this would be, I guess, Jaime's toughest fight when it comes to skill wise, would you say? But go back.
I think Manny Pacquiao is better.
No. I'm talking about Jaime Munguia.
Oh, Jaime Munguia. I'm sorry. I thought you said Jessie Vargas. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100% right, Ron.
But going back to the cash.
So y'all think Jessie Vargas beat Liam Smith at 154? I think Liam Smith is a better opponent than Vargas is for Jaime Munguia at that weight.
I do too.
Well, Liam was a natural 54, so you know he did well with Jaime. Is Liam Smith better? Can Jessie beat Liam Smith?
No.
I don't know. I think that right now the size discrepancy, no way. You'd have to give Liam so many benefits that you wouldn't even normally give a fighter just based on size.
I mean, he was able to kind of rough and tough it out with Canelo, even though he got stopped. And he went the distance with
what kind of
Munguia
fight?
in a slugfest, and has a great chin to be shown.
A great chin.
What kind of fight are we looking at here? Let's look at the dynamics of these two fighters and styles and whatever, and let's try to formulate or get it like foresee a certain type of fight. We know Kell Brook. He's a big puncher at 147. At 154, still has some good power. He boxes on his back foot. Jessie Vargas in the past has had trouble with those type of guys. The guys that can box him on the back foot, make him miss, frustrate him. Jessie Vargas has always been that tough guy that he's always in your face and he puts good pressure on you. But with Kell, I see some struggles. I see some struggles in the ring and trying to actually catch him. And who knows, if he tastes some of the power. I know Jessie Vargas hasn't been put out too many times, or if not none. But if he's not careful in this fight, he can run into some hard shots with Kell Brook.
Now I want to go back to what Ness was saying about, is this a cash out for the Jaime Munguia?
Because why is Jesse even saying Munguia? I thought Munguia couldn't make 54. I thought he had to go to 60. What's going on here?
I think you're looking at it like all wrong, man. I think this is Eddie doing Kell Brook a favor. To be honest with you, I don't think Vargas beats Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook right now is the mandatory for the Jerry Hurds title, but that's kind of, you don't want to go there. Then you look at 147. There's really not nobody available for him right now. So maybe this is Eddie like, hey man, Kell Brook, here you go. With Vargas, just stay busy, and after this fight, you can possibly get that American fight that you wanted. Or if you look good and you can possibly get like top welterweight down the line, or you can go up and fight Jaime Munguia. So I think that this is more for Kell Brook benefit than it is to Vargas' benefit.
I mean, but what happens if Kell Brook loses? Is this a good buy for Kell Brook? What favor?
If Kell Brook loses, then I believe he's done. I mean,
I think the Khan fight will always be there for him.
Depending on how Khan looks. If Khan gets knocked out,
guy coming off
how they both look.
Yeah, like you can't just go ahead.
You lose to a guy coming off 2 draws. I mean, this to me is set up for Kell Brook to win.
So you're saying that the team Brook, Team Eddie, and his gifts are well confident in that he'll beat Vargas, and this is just a favor that they're serving Vargas up to Kell Brook. I don't think it's necessarily like that. I mean, and there's a couple of other guys that I'm pretty sure they could have served up to Kell Brook.
I mean, what if his face isn't healed? What if he's broken both orbital bones on both sides? What if Vargas has at least shown that he can stun you? Is it enough to re-break that bone?
That's the point that I wanted to make. I think that if you get both these guys in their prime and you match them, I think Kell Brook is the advanced fighter and probably, definitely in my opinion, the favorite. But at this point, in this stage in his career, I don't know what kind of Kell Brook we'd get in the Jessie Vargas fight. And the one thing about Jessie Vargas' style is if you give him an inch, he'll take more. We saw in the Wally Amoroso fight, even though that was like a close fight, the minute Wale started giving him room to maneuver and the opportunity to gain momentum, Jesse's all over you. So even though the reason why he doesn't do well against guys fighting off the back foot is because he usually tries to take more, and you give him an inch, and then he gets caught, and not caught like he's gonna get put away, but he gets caught and you damage his self-esteem, and then boom, he loses momentum, and then he can't find his way back inside. He can't dominate outside, and so it's just like a problem for him. I think Kell Brook has the boxing skills definitely to beat this guy, but at this stage in his career, I don't really know.
In my honest opinion, I think this is a favor for both of them. I don't think any one of them is in the perfect scenario when they with Matchroom and DAZN. And off their last 2 performances, this is kind of a setup fight for each other, because obviously Jesse's looking at Eddie like, you tell me I can get these things. Kell Brook is obviously like, I couldn't get the Khan fight, I couldn't get these fights. I think this is a perfect setup for both of their careers, and he's helping both of them out and says all you have to do is beat the other opposition.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to call it a cash out for Jesse when Jesse's the one coming in with the bigger name trainer. So he's like taking the career seriously. You never see the cashed out fighter. Maybe I'm wrong.
Wait. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Like the trainer makes him a bigger name? Come on, bro. I mean, Kell Brook is a bigger name than I don't care if he had Emmanuel Stewart. Well, never mind. I'm gonna say that. I'm supposed to say that. But if he had somebody of that caliber in his corner, I think Kell Brook's still a.
I don't think I said it makes him a bigger name. That's not what I said. I said
he's saying there's more belief and hope in him.
I said maybe it's not a cash out on behalf of Vargas because he's the one that invested in the bigger named trainer. So he's investing in resurging his career. Whereas Kell Brook, you know, he's like fighting the who's, I don't even know. Who'd he fight? Did it?
Safara and somebody
exactly.
Safara and somebody else.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Jessie is you know, got himself with Freddie Roach and's calling out Kell Brook and Munguia. Sounds like a different comeback story to me than Kell Brook's.
How long has he been with Freddie Roach?
What's he done since Golovkin and Earl?
What has Jessie done since Broner? 2 draws?
No, he had 1 draw after.
What he's done since Broner, is get a draw with Delorme, see something is wrong, and hire Freddie Roach. What has Kell Brook done since his 2 broken orbital bones?
What adjustments, man?
Who wins? He's in no man's land, like with his weight. So
exactly. Man. So that's what I'm saying. How could we call it a cash out on behalf of Jessie when he's the one showing you he cares about his career more? You got one guy just sitting around waiting for a big fight, asking for Khan, but fighting who he said he fought again?
Safara and
Ravenchenko.
All right, of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you want to fight, but you only want to fight Khan, who's a 47-pounder. Meanwhile, you're at 54, and then you fought whoever Mike is saying. You know what I mean? Now, luckily, you're linked to another 147-pounder. So, like, nah, yeah, I'm gonna believe this is Jessie.
And if you want to be real. If you want to be real hardcore about it and truly dissect the draws, they were extremely competitive, and it was at Jessie's fault to lose or win those fights. You know, especially the last fight. If he just stood up and boxed and didn't goof around, he would have won that fight. And a lot of people thought Jessie won the Broner. So yes, on paper it's draws, but you gotta understand him coming to the Kell Brook fight. Maybe he's not as bad because his performance earlier in the Broner fight was pretty good until he got tired.
But look,
it was very good.
I'm not mad at Mike because he's the casual of the fucking panel, and that's why he's like, "Oh, Brook is a big name." You're trying to say that the trainer makes him a bigger name? No, because names don't mean shit. Brook gonna get his ass beat with.
But once you keep looking for different trainers, that means you have a problem, right? That means you're not comfortable in your ability, right?
Don't make you fight.
You're trying to find somebody to help you fix whatever you got broken, right? Kell Brook is not doing that.
What?
Looking for somebody to help him fix whatever's broken.
Yeah, but remember,
he's not thinking about his career because he know he's just looking for that one Amir Khan cash out.
Yo, listen, out of the 2 of these guys in the last 3 years, only one of them has had talks. Only one of them have there been rumors of retirement. You know, don't forget, what was it, like 2 years ago? There were so many rumors of retirement.
Retired 2 years ago, Mario. He ain't said shit about retirement since then.
No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is the point that Ness is making is that there is one guy coming in with a trainer. Is Doomy talking to me?
I don't know what fuck Doomy got going over there, bro. What is going on, Doomy?
Nigga.
That's all I'm saying is Ness's point is valid because of those reasons.
I understand what you're saying, but again, like when fighters tend to like change trainers, I feel like they feel like there's something missing, or they're looking for something. In the case of Kell Brook, I know he left his trainer Dominic Ingle, right, the fight before last. So he's kind of doing the same thing, but I just don't think Jessie Vargas poses a threat to Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook is a better boxer, a better all-around fighter, and I just think that he's doing him a favor.
That's fine.
I can rock with those points.
Yeah.
The one problem though is this: it's not that. Look, okay, some fighters look for other trainers because something's broken, but sometimes they think that they find somebody that can realize something in them. Look at the case of Miguel Cotto. How many people thought Miguel Cotto's career was over? He switched to Freddie Roach, and it was a resurgence in his career. He became one of the most threatening fighters.
Mike ain't see those fights.
Well, he did it really good for Miguel Cotto.
Just keep talking, bro. I can listen and I can learn and I can go back. Don't let Ness cut you off, bro.
We triggered him, Ron. We triggered him.
Well, Mike, look, I don't really even think that was like so far past when you were watching. So you wouldn't even have to go back that far. Everybody was talking about how Miguel Cotto had lost his left hook, had lost his body power, and man, Freddie Roach found it when he fought Delvin Rodriguez. It was, even though Delvin Rodriguez, he's Delvin Rodriguez, it was still a thing of beauty to watch. And I think that was his first fight with Freddie Roach.
Who? Delvin Rodriguez? Who fought him?
Miguel Cotto, when he switched to Freddie Roach, I think his first fight was with Delvin, and he knocked him out with a body punch.
Do you guys know what date this fight has been talked on? Is it on the Dylan White card, or is it going to be on the Usyk card?
I think they mentioned
that would be so good. So yeah, they mentioned April.
This is his own card. I think this is his own headline. Eddie does.
And you also have to remember too. I think.
Shout out to KP from KC. Vargas has had like 8 trainers. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
Thank you. I didn't know that, but
this is either is arguably the best because Roger has only trained Mayweather, and that doesn't really, it does, but it doesn't, because it's like, you got to do more than just that one.
Yeah,
he's had some guy. No, not really.
Roy Jones.
He had Billy Dib for a while.
He had Mike McCallum.
No. He had like Mayweather. Floyd Senior had like Hatton for one fight. That doesn't make him his trainer. You know what I'm saying?
And Oscar, right?
Haney. Floyd Senior got Devin Haney right now, right?
No, he don't. No, he don't. If you look, you never see Floyd in that corner, do you?
Yeah, you do.
I see his
dad. His dad is his main trainer, but Floyd helps out.
Yeah,
I think they use Floyd. I think they use Floyd and stuff like that. But is his dad, like Darmani Rock's father, is the trainer there. So
yeah, Jessie Vargas had like Dewey Cooper. I think he even had Eric Morales a little bit. Roy Jones Jr., Mike McCallum, Roger Mayweather.
I'm sorry, Ron. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
One thing he can say, he's getting some Hall of Fame experience.
Big Nick said Eddie mentioned that there would be an established up-and-coming Brits on the AJ versus Miller undercard. So established up-and-coming doesn't mean Kell Brook. So there you go. This is probably its own card, I'm pretty sure. But let's open up these phone lines, man. Final thoughts for me. 54, I feel like Mike's intro, it really doesn't do anything for the division. Neither guy is a true 54-pounder, and Kell Brook not really proving that he's won after 2 fights in the division by fighting a 147-pounder. For Jesse, yeah, because if anything, Kell Brook is more acclimated to 54 after 2 fights. So for Jesse, he's doing more. He's taking more of a threat because we all think that Kell Brook is the bigger puncher and overall more technical boxer. Jesse is the, he can box, but he's more of the come get you guy.
I'll just say it like this, though. Okay, my final word would be that is why I think this is a better fight, because how many other guys like a Liam Smith that don't do as much for building your name and your reputation would be a tougher fight just based off of size discrepancy. For him to come in and fight a guy like Kell Brook, who was better at 147 than he's ever been above 147, then I think it's at least a good gamble, at least a better fight to acclimate yourself. Because a lot of times guys just need to be acclimated at that weight. Doesn't matter who they're in against.
Yeah, my final thoughts. Expect this to maybe be his own main event. I know that Sky has been in this over lore of Eddie Hearn not putting on enough cards or the proper cards or the cards they want while he's putting his attention in the zone. Sometimes they can do like one in the zone and also do it Sky Sports. But I think that this probably gets his own main event. You get Jessie Vargas right here, who's trying to get into a championship contention at 154. You got Kell Brook, who's trying to get the big Amir Khan fights and all these other fights. So I think this is probably their last attempt. And if they don't have like a great performance, then maybe you can start seeing them be on the undercard more often.
My final thoughts are, shit, man. I really don't know where either fighter goes. I mean, right? If Vargas win, what does this put him at? Does he really want to face Jaime Munguia at 154? I mean, that's a tall challenge for him. And Kell Brook, too small for 154, too big for 147. He got to be the right fight. He wants the American. I mean, will he take a rematch with Earl Spence? Will he take the winner of Crawford and Khan? I mean, who knows? So, just ready to see these guys hopefully get in the ring with each other and see who takes that next step and who has to rebuild.
I mean, I'm thinking right now that Kell Brook is really the one that really needs to win. You know, Jessie Vargas, even though he's at his draws, he's always a great fight. You know, he's always trying to entertain. And Kell Brook, he's lost pretty devastating. And another devastating loss with a hard puncher like that. You know, he's 5'11", and he has a good frame. So I expect Jessie Vargas to put on some good weight, good muscle. But definitely the one with more to lose is Kell Brook, in my opinion.
Let me ask you something, Doomy. Do you think adding more weight to like face Kell Brook would be beneficial, or should he come in like his naturally 147 self?
No. Definitely has to pack on some weight to actually be able to you know, push Kell Brook back and actually you know, make him show him some respect, because Kell Brook, he will fight you in the pocket and he'll start dominating you. He's a great boxer if you don't hurt him. And I feel that Vargas' style is brutal enough to possibly hurt him. And with some new weight on there, you know, more mass, more power.
And you got to add into the mental state, because I think Jessie Vargas still feels really great about himself, and maybe Kell Brook mentally maybe not be there all the time.
And Jessie, I think, can lose this fight too. And if he can make 147, he can make 147. So I don't think it'd be as devastating. Campaign-wise, I mean.
Well, he started his career at 140 and really never made 140. Like, he's always been above. Like, at one time he weighed in at 140, but never under it. Always above it. Always. Okay. 3 times he had to make it and weighed in at right at the limit. So maybe this is a guy that's busting at the seams.
Could be.
Think about that. An entire welterweight, an entire career starting at allegedly 140, right? He's only weighed in at 140 4 times. Shit, 5. That's it. No more.
How much confidence does beating a guy like Saddam Ali give Jessie Vargas when he's seen Saddam be a champion at 154?
Man, who the hell knows?
I think
that was a different Kodo. That wasn't even the Kodo.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I think Mike has a point though, because
hold on. We got Spence on, so let's just get to that and we get back to Mike's softball question for the casuals. We got Spencer Fearon from Toe to Toe Podcast and Sky Sports, and just an overall great commentator and boxing fan. What's going on, Spence? Good to have you on, brother.
How you doing, Ness? It's all good, brother. What's up?
I'm good, man. We're just here talking Jessie Vargas and Kell Brook, and the fact that this fight could possibly take place at 54. What's your thoughts here?
You know what? It's a good fight. I think anything that Kell Brook does right now is being overshadowed because of what Amir Khan's done with him fighting Terence Crawford. But Jessie Vargas is a strong guy and he doesn't play. He can fight, man. So it's a good fight, but it's a winnable fight for both guys. But we'd like to favor Kell Brook, but Kell Brook on his last performance, it was a bit lackluster. So it's one of those ones, man.
Now, do you value Kell Brook's last 2 wins more than you value Vargas's last 2 draws?
No, because I'm not in the last 2. Kell Brook's last win that wasn't very impressive to me. That's no disrespect to Kell Brook, but it weren't impressive to me. Whereas like Vargas has been in with tough competitors, and he always, you know, he comes to give it. So if that fight happens, we don't know if it's going to happen. It's just hearsay right now. But if that fight happens, you know what? Judging on Kell Brook's last performance, Kell Brook needs a fight to be up for. Now that he's left Dominic Ingle, that's kind of scary as well. So, and he's working with Jonathan Fuchs. So I think it wouldn't surprise me if Kell Brook lost that fight, man.
And where do you think that fight takes place? Is that a DAZN fight or a Sky Sports fight? Because you got Dillian White in interviews saying how DAZN is putting pressure on Eddie to give him more U.S. fights and put Joshua on DAZN. Where would Kell Brook and Jessie end up happening? Because I know Jesse's a DAZN fighter, but Kell Brook is usually a Sky Sports fighter.
Well, sometimes they do shared platforms. Which they've done. They've done that quite a few times with Andy Joshua. When Andy Joshua fights, they've done it recently as well. I mean, when Andrade boxed, they did the same thing. They do it on shared platforms. So it would be a DAZN stroke Sky fight, but I can't go out and say it's definitely 100% that's the way it's going to be. But because they've done it so many times now, I believe that would be the way, because DAZN are not in the UK yet, right? So because DAZN ain't in the UK, then I believe that it still be a Sky fight.
But it'll be US soil or UK soil?
You know what? They're going to talk to Eddie Hearn on that. But I would believe a fight like that. Not saying Jessie ain't got the pull, but what Eddie Hearn has done with someone like Kell Brook, he's turned Kell Brook into a name, and he's brought Kell Brook along fantastically from where Kell Brook originally was. Kell Brook, when he was fighting under Ava, when he was signed to Frank Warren, he wasn't doing the numbers that he was doing. He was selling. He was fighting in like sports halls, like recreational gym halls, and Eddie Hearn turned him into a stadium fighter. And so when he does proper numbers now. So when he does proper numbers, that fight, if that fight was to happen, it would most probably happen in the UK.
How's it going, Mr. Ferran? My name is Michael Gross.
How you doing, bro? You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My first question for you is: there has been a lot of rumblings about Sky Sports not being happy with the fight cards that Eddie Hearn has been putting on. Now, you're a guy who,
brother, have you been happy with the fight cards that's happened in the UK?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you now.
What's your question? Have you been happy with him?
The one last weekend,
not with Cheeseman, Sergio Garcia, not with Ritson, whoever. I mean,
right. And listen,
Charlie Edwards, Corrales, Rosales. I don't know. It's just a bunch of people we don't know that we're forced to know.
So if you're not happy with him, you guys know the game. You guys know the game, right? Why should Sky Sports have been happy with him, where it's been public on what's been said that they haven't been happy with certain things? So if you guys ain't gonna be happy, and you're across the pond, but boxing is multilingual, because you can just watch a fight and know it's a good fight, or you can watch a card and think it's a good card. I would, if that was me, I wouldn't be too happy neither. So I heard what Adam Smith said about it, like he wants bigger fights and stuff like that. So, or for those shows there, I wouldn't be happy with that neither.
Hey, how's it going? This is Ron, and I kind of wanted to learn a little bit more and go into the culture. There's obviously this perception in the U.S. that, you know, the UK has an overwhelming love and support for their fighters, but I've heard I've heard other people say, well, you know what, it's not really what it is, what you guys think, because the idea is that the Chris Eubank and James DeGale fight has been alluded that it's not selling so well right now, and that's just kind of a perception that the U.S. over here think, oh, well, you guys would support anything, or you guys will come over to the U.S. and support any fighter. Can you explain your honest opinion on those type of statements?
My honest opinion is this. I'll break it down to you. Chris Eubank versus James DeGale has been a long time grudge. I think these guys sparred together about 7 years ago, and it kicked off in the spar. And Ambrose Mendy, if you can remember, he used to manage Nigel Benn, and he should have been UK's version of Don King, but it didn't work out for him, right? And he filmed like a clip of the round of these two sparring, and it was a hectic, heated spar. But I'm saying no one got the better of anybody else at the time. But now these two got a grudge. These two now are fighting on ITV, right? Which is a massive terrestrial channel. It's not a pay-per-view channel. It's a terrestrial channel. but they've now brought in a pay-per-view platform on their channel for this fight. Now, ITV do mad numbers for, they got a thing called Coronation Street or Emmerdale. These are soap operas, right? Off of the back of them advertising this fight on soap operas, after, on the advertisements of soap operas, before one show, after, it will generate what it has to generate. They haven't given it a push yet because there's still a few weeks away. They will give that a push because they're giving it a push, but the push hasn't gone mad yet. So I think they're banking on pushing it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, they're saying that it's not done, it's not going to do the numbers. It's at the O2. I think the O2 holds something like 18,000 people, right? Or 20,000 people. If they do 10, 11, that's still good goings because it will look as it is, and it's a grudge match. And grudge match goes out to everyone. Everyone who likes a grudge, it will sell. So when we're saying that, oh, they'll go out and support anybody, no, we won't support anybody, but we do like a grudge, and the British public actually like to dislike Chris Eubank Jr. because of his lineage. There was exactly the same thing with his father. And James DeGale has never been like that household name. For the skills that the man demonstrated, he should have been a bigger name than what he is. And I think like James DeGale's slightly on the slide right now. But the thing about it is this: anything when you're a fighter on the slide, you guys must know, when fighters on the slide, if they got a real grudge against someone, it makes you dig that a little bit harder. And James DeGale is fantastically talented. And because he's so fantastically talented, he's going to give it for 100. And so is Chris Eubank Jr. because the two really do dislike each other.
Hey, Spencer, Mario Munguia here. I was actually going to ask you about the, talk of DeGale, Eubank, and the tickets struggling, but I think you answered that pretty well. So instead, I want to ask you your opinion on AJ and him coming to America. There's a lot of people talking about the fact that, the money that he could be making to come over, whether it's guaranteed or not, is around the ballpark of 32 million. It's going to be his biggest purse. I mean, so many aspects of it seem successful already, but for him to come over, what do you think that Eddie and everybody involved is looking for, for this fight? Are they looking for what the numbers are, through, pay-per-view outlets or TV outlets or streams, or is it more of a gate thing? Does he need to come over and just knock an American out? I mean, what is the first thing that they need to check off that list to incorporate a successful night?
I think a successful night for them is a good performance from both men, because the pressure you'd think would be on Anthony Joshua, because it's the first time as a professional he's not fighting on home soil. He's fighting in America. But is Big Baby Miller the name for him to I don't think, no disrespect to Big Baby Miller, like he ain't got no big fan base in America. So it's not like when he's turning up now, it's like we're gonna see like Anthony Joshua's walking into Lions Den. He's not gonna be walking into Lions Den. Anthony Joshua's gonna bring a big UK contingent out to America. Now the fight's gonna be in New York. Everyone's gonna eat. Trust me. Everybody's going to eat, because as British fans, we travel. And Anthony Joshua has that mass appeal. So he'll bring in that crowd, and he'll bring that aura with the crowd, and people will come out to support. So I think the major thing is it a good show? And do both men come to fight? Because if it's a one-round blowout, that's not good for boxing, right? But it's the manner of the blowout. So if Big Baby Miller tries to come out and put it on Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua puts it on him, and then boom, and then Big Baby Miller gets knocked out. I can see this fight actually going late because of the thickness and the size of Big Baby Miller. And for someone that big, he's very fluid. He's fluid. He's athletic.
He is
athletic. So athletically, he's not the nicest guy to look at, but he's not grotesque. He's just big. So I think the major thing for this fight is the fact that the fight transcends, and Anthony Joshua goes to America and makes a very, very big statement, because right now everyone's on his back because the Deontay Wilder fight didn't happen, and Tyson Fury made a mockery of it because they made that fight very, very quickly. And everyone was saying, nah, Tyson Fury ain't Tyson Fury's gonna pull out this. No, Tyson Fury went out there and he fought gallantly. And me, myself, I think Tyson Fury actually won that fight. So I think the pressure is Anthony Joshua, go to America.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Nah, bro.
Man.
Fight, brother. Seriously. He didn't win that fight.
Hey, that was
don't worry, just keep going on.
Yo, that's one person on this panel.
I gotta agree with this though. I don't think Fury won either.
I didn't say Fury won or lost. I'm just making sure I bring entertainment to the show, baby. That's all.
Right. Yeah, I'll jump on that plane for you. Don't worry, Ness. I'll jump on the plane for you. Don't worry about that, man.
But piggybacking on Mario's,
yes, man, I'm real out here, B. Nah, I'm just saying, like,
I was gonna say,
the game's alive, but the pressure is on Anthony Joshua. But not only that, he's in a no-win situation. He knocks out Big Baby Miller in 1 or 2 rounds. People gonna say, well, who the hell did Big Baby Miller fight in the first place? He goes late with Big Baby Miller. They can say, oh, there you see, look at that, disgusting. We can see why you didn't originally take the fight with Deontay Wilder. So he's in a no-win situation. So what Anthony Joshua got to do is go do him. Go out there, give the best performance that he can, and I hope that Big Baby Miller gives him the best performance that he can. But the guy that we should be propsing right now is Dillian Whyte. We should be going crazy for Dillian Whyte right now.
Let's go! I'm ready!
I'm only happy that Dillian Whyte went to America and realized how much he's worth. He had to come to the U.S. soil and sit down with Espinoza and Al to realize how much he's worth. And then he came and started telling the truth.
I know Dillian really well. He didn't sit down with Al, but he sat down with Espinoza. And Dillian always kind of knew his worth anyway. He knew his worth, but it was just rubber stamped for him when he went to America to know his worth.
It was eye-opening.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? And Dylan's real. Dillian Whyte I've known Dillian since he's been about 16 years old, right? So to see Dillian Whyte come from where he's coming from and doing the things that he's doing now, and I know that you guys saw the IFL interview that with Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte.
Absolutely.
I like how Dillian Whyte is handling the business.
Now, do you believe him? Because
Do I believe who? Dillian Whyte.
Listen, it suits my narrative to believe Dillian Whyte, to believe Dillian Whyte saying to Eddie, hey, I seen the 50 million, to believe Dillian Whyte when he says, hey, AJ is lowballing me, to believe Dillian Whyte when he says, you know, these guys are being unsensible. It fits my narrative, but you're over there. Do you believe Dillian Whyte with everything that he's been saying?
Brother, listen, of course Dillian Whyte is 100% correct in what he's saying. I'm being lowballed. And the fact is that he openly spoke about, listen, if I was to beat Anthony Joshua, I'd get less than I'd get as a champion. Cool. Why would he lie about that? And he said that in front of Eddie Hearn's face. Did Eddie Hearn say anything about it? No, he never. Because he knows what Dillian Whyte is right for Dillian Whyte. What Dillian was saying is, bring the fight to me, give me correct time to prepare, and pay me correctly, because he is actually a pay-per-view fighter.
But Spence, you heard that interview? He said 11 weeks out was not enough time. I mean, come on, man. Fighters do 8-week training camps.
Yes, we're talking fighters. Mike Tyson used to do 6 weeks. You do know that, right? But I'm saying to you, when he's saying that, he needs to get certain things right and correct. So he's saying right. He
Spence,
needs to prepare.
Your man said this. Listen, this is your man's words. He said, I need 20 weeks of drug testing on Nevada for Anthony Joshua. Like,
right. So okay. So
I mean,
so
out of nowhere, he's coming with this.
No. He's saying that he signed to Nevada, and Anthony Joshua isn't allegedly. Well, Anthony Joshua isn't allegedly signed to him. So he's saying, right, this is what I want. So he knows his worth. So he's not being diva-ish. He just knows his worth. And I think it'd be a lot easier.
He wants Anthony Joshua to be doing 20 weeks of drug testing. So they need to announce the fight 20 weeks before, so he could start.
I know that sounds, brother. I know that sounds a bit harsh, right? And it does sound like, but he has his reasons. He put himself in the position that he has put himself in.
Nah, Spence. I'm pinning you down. It does sound like what? You was about to say it. It does sound like he's what? Come on, you was about to say it.
No, it does sound like he's evading the fact of not going. For you guys out there, but I'm in the UK, I'm telling you this now. Dylan White would fight anybody. But he's in a position now, and he's saying the things that maybe 20 weeks is a slight exaggeration, right? Because that sounds a bit too long for me. But he's put himself in a position to do the things that he has to go and do, and I've got nothing but love and respect for Dylan White.
How dangerous is Dylan White to the other heavyweights in the division? Do you think guys like
Dylan White's dangerous? Dylan White's dangerous to anyone. You know why? Because he's learning on the job. And Dylan White is perfecting the style right now where he's double jabbing, he's learning how to be more relaxed, and he's very good at judging range. I'm gonna post something up on my Instagram later on today because I was watching like him versus Chisora. Just before knocking out Chisora, he done some little sneaky moves, like 15-second clip of like little sneaky moves, rolling on the inside, coming back with shots, then setting up with a jab. Dylan White is improving. He's not this guy who came from kickboxing and had no balance. Everything's coming right to him, and that's under the tutelage of Mark Tibbs, who is under the tutelage of the great man Jimmy Tibbs, who's one of Great Britain's greatest ever trainers. Just doesn't get the dues. So I think Dylan White is immensely improving. I'm very, very impressed with him.
Before I pass you on to another host, I wanted to get your opinion on the offers coming from AJ. You got Wilder, Fury, and White all saying that the offers were not up to par and low ball. So is this like just a side tactic, or do American fans have credence saying
Anthony Joshua's earned the right to be an A-side, right? He's earned the right. We can't knock Anthony Joshua for it. But what's happened now?
But Spence, if it's about being the best, shouldn't he like make a better offer to these fighters?
Yeah, of course he should. And I agree with everything that Lennox Lewis said recently. He should do. But unfortunately, it's not happening. So, you know, what can we do?
What about Eddie? You agree with Eddie? With Eddie saying that Lennox is just sour that he didn't get to sign AJ?
No way. Let me tell you. Stop for 1 second. Lennox Lewis is a dear friend of mine, number one, right? Me and Eddie are cool, but Lennox Lewis is a dear friend of mine. No, it's not sour grapes by Lennox Lewis, because Lennox Lewis, look at his whole career, he never evaded not one person. Not one person did he avoid. Nobody. Look at his career. 21 fights in, fights at the time, the baddest man in the world in Razor Run-Up because Mike Tyson was incarcerated. Imagine this, Evander Holyfield was the heavyweight champion of the world and people weren't frightened of Evander Holyfield at that time. This is the truth. Just come on, flip back because I know you know this, right? 91, they were not afraid of Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield started to get his props after he beat Mike Tyson. This is what happened with Evander Holyfield. Oh, he's a great Evander, right? Nobody wasn't really looking at Evander Holyfield like that at that time. And then just after Lennox Lewis beats Razor Ruddock, Riddick Bowe, a week and a half later beats Evander Holyfield for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Then he throws the WBC title in the bin that they elect Lennox Lewis to be the WBC champion. Lennox Lewis is an all-time great. Give the guy his credit and his dues. But what Lennox Lewis is saying is like the best should fight the best.
Well, you probably misunderstood me. I wasn't just trying to discredit. What I was saying is Eddie is saying that he's sour because Anthony Joshua did not sign to Lennox Lewis.
Listen to me. If Anthony Joshua signed to Lennox Lewis, I don't think he would have been as big a star as he is today, as he has done with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's done fantastic for British boxing, and he's done fantastic for Anthony Joshua, right? But when he's saying this on, it's got nothing to do with sour grapes. Lennox Lewis is just speaking his frigging mind. It's not coming from an area of, oh, well, I'm bitter against Anthony Joshua, because he was singing the praises of Anthony Joshua even when he didn't sign with him right up to the Klitschko fight. So then what happened in between that time? So if you say something bad about him, oh, the reason is because it's sour grapes because he didn't go. That's not the reason why. That's not the reason why.
So Spence, let's change it up a bit. Let's change speeds here. What's your opinion of Luis Ortiz, that bum, that old guy with the blood pressure?
Listen, Luis Ortiz, man. Seriously, I swear to God, I used to go to school with my dad.
Oh,
right?
Shit!
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Wow.
He's definitely, he's definitely Team White. You're Team White. Oh, shit.
Listen, Luis Ortiz will cough and dust will come out of his mouth. If you hang around the whole game, man. Come on, man. He's an old man.
Oh shit, man, that was hilarious.
That was crazy.
That was funny. That was funny. So Dan,
90
Lewis
seconds.
doesn't deserve a shot then.
He's got no.
Who do you need
like
to
I'm
see
saying,
him
right now? The top 4 heavyweights.
Who do you need to see Luis Ortiz win a fight versus who to be able to fight Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder?
He needs to win a meaningful fight.
All right, who's that meaningful guy? If it's not White, because
Brazil, Dominic Brazil.
60
Dominic
seconds.
Brazil. All right, I like that fight. Any other fight in case Brazil ducks him?
What's the new Polish kid? Well, I can't pronounce his name. I like that kid.
Okay, Adam Kornacki. We like him too.
Kornacki's real. I like him. He's a fun fight. I like him.
Anyone else? Give him 3 options. Al Heyman usually gives you 3 options. Al Heyman
gives you 3 options. Then, you know what?
Spencer
Out of
Heyman
those
here.
guys,
Let's
because
do
that's
it.
like the top 10 kind of full. Because you ain't gonna fight Fury, you ain't gonna fight Wilder, you ain't gonna fight Joshua, Dylan White. You're trying to get the right. Him and Derek Chisora will be a wicked fight.
Wow. So you would.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So you would accept that? You don't think Chisora's over the hill? You don't think that the public would say?
Nah, Chisora's not over the hill.
10
He put Gallagher against Dylan White.
No, he
put
did.
everything
Listen,
out.
I bet money on Chisora. I can't believe. That's another question.
Wait. Do you know what I called round 11? Do you know that?
No, I seen it. A lot of people are talking about it, and I seen your Instagram post. But I believed in Chisora's resurgence. I believed in everything with his. I mean, look at the way he looked and the way that he performed. Since you changed the topic, fuck it. Did you think Dillian was playing possum? I know you called around and everything, but you had to be nervous because it looked like Chisora was whooping his ass.
No, you know what it was.
He was outworking him, man. He was outworking him.
I'm saying this, as much as Derek Chisora was putting on Dylan White was still very contained and fighting within himself. Trust me. And I don't know, when you talk to Dylan White, you're gonna realize that the guy's got a very, very tactical fighting brain. He has a very, very good tactical fighting brain. So we shall see. And gentlemen, on that note, I'm gonna join you again this time next week, right? Because I got to do school runs. My son's going to kill me if I get to school late.
No problem, Spence. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Spencer.
Keep on doing what you're doing, B.
Love you,
trust
brother.
me on this. And trust me, the show's going to blow even bigger. And any hookups you need to any fighters, you just holler. I'll give you the hookup.
We want White. We want White. We want
White.
You want Dylan White? All right,
yeah, we do.
I'm gonna phone Dylan White. Because I know he's in the gym right now. I'm going to phone him in a few hours and see what we can do.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's go!
Bless up.
Thank you, Spencer.
I'm ready.
Yes, we ready.
Hey, let's make sure that we remember to give out his social media before the end of the show.
He did leave, but Mike has it. Mike, you want to announce that social media?
Mike's gone. Oh, there he is.
Well, he'll come back. Listen, we're going to open up these phone lines.
Real quick, though, I do want to say, man, the only thing I wish we would ask him, it was going to be my next question, because Ness Jack like for Ron's questions. But
it's good. I like it, though.
No, it was good. It was good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I would rather have not gone and gotten what we got. But, man, the only thing because we've been talking about Brazil and White.
Hey, no, we want White.
We've been talking about Brazil and
dudes.
We've been talking about Brazil and White all week. I really wonder, if White has enough to lure Brazil out of his hole. And so that would have been the only question I think we didn't get. But yeah, let's go to the phone lines.
Or Brazil out of his hole. Yo, this guy you must got a bunch of UK stamps on that passport. I swear.
Y'all agree. Everybody agreed yesterday that Brazil was going to stay hiding.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
I'm Barack Obama, and I support the Boxing Voice.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
If you guys want to follow Spencer, follow him at Master Knowledge, Master_Knowledge on IG. And if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Also, if you want to go one step farther and support the Boxing Voice, head over to theboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and click on the Amazon link. Bookmark that link, say that link, do all your shopping through that link. It costs you absolutely nothing, but we do get a little kickback every time you use that link. So go shop, go shop, go shop.
And since Mike took this time to make you aware of things, this is the perfect opportunity to sign up to Patreon over at patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Because today, it's usually at 1 o'clock, but I'm pushing it back. I'm officially calling a executive position to push the show back from 1 o'clock to a little bit further. I feel that there are some very interesting fights this week that we can make some sneaky money on, so we need more time to prepare. But the show is definitely today. I would say between the hours of 1 and 5, if not at 1, if we can get it all done in time. But yeah, we'll keep that cushion between 1 and 5. Make sure you have your notifications on your Patreon app. Make sure you download the Patreon app, absolutely free on both iPhone and Android. Make sure notifications are on because we will be going live today. If you want to win them big bucks, you know where you got to be.
Also, real quick, Ness,
one last question for him.
To add to real quick, Ness, we threw on the Patreon questions of Tevin Farmer and Andre Rozier on YouTube. So pretty much people sign up to Patreon. They ask their questions they wanted to ask these fighters and trainers. We go out there and then we ask, pretty plain and simple, put it on video, and you can ask anything. I walked up to Tevin Farmer, read word for word, which I shouldn't, to Tevin Farmer about Gervonta Tank Davis, but that's the type of stuff that you guys get a chance, and we will try to read it word for word at times to these guys and see their responses. So
you gotta be careful.
We need a graphic
word for word.
I know.
We need a graphic for that betting show to show how far we're up, because some people didn't believe us about how much everybody's won.
You ain't gotta believe us, baby. We got paper.
No.
Paper.
No, that's exactly why I went to the casino to pick up the cash.
Exactly.
No. I feel you. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the overall, because last week was a good week, great, but that wasn't the only week that there's been success.
Absolutely not.
We went way up.
Listen, believe me, people are signing up. People are signing up. I believe Idris in the UK signed up today. If not, someone else has his name. And he signed up. Like, people are signing up because they understand that, listen, it's real. You want that money, is there to get it. You can get it with us. We're going to go out to our
big ups to our guest we had on earlier, Master Knowledge, Spencer Furan. Thanks for coming on. Hope to have you on again.
Hey, he said same time next week. Listen, from his lips to God's ears on the show blowing up. That's what we all want on this panel. We're going to go out to our mastermind, Jay Harko, who recommended Kovalev by decision. You know, it's just that Jay has
he didn't recommend it. He was adamant about it.
He was, but he has this mic in him, this let's bet on the underdog in him. You know, like you, do me, and Jay. It's going to be crazy to do a betting show with 3 dudes that pull for the underdog. It's like,
I was ready to get into this. Like, hey fellas, how do I'm not a betting man. That's this. But how do I get into this? And
you in New Jersey, Doomy. You lucky. You in New Jersey.
Yeah, make that money with us, B.
Because I bet from the heart, but honestly, hold on. Let me finish. I bet from the heart, but I really know what's going on. So if it's time to make some money,
it's time. It's time.
Hey, Doomy, you just be on the Patreon show today, Doomy, and we got you. I promise.
My vacation is officially free. I've made over 1,000, so my vacation is officially free. I hit Aries draw, Wilder draw. I've hit several parlays, and obviously we hit the Patrick Day, which that alone, one bet was 560. So my vacation is free. And I just started betting.
December?
I just started.
December?
Yeah, in December.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I just started. And if you stick to our rules and regulations, there's no way there's a way you can lose, but there's no way you can lose.
You know what it is too, real quick.
Big ups to big ups to Am for that $20 a week.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
$20 a week, man.
Yo, too much info. We got these calls.
Hit the super chats. I know it's a super chat. I can't.
All right, let's see what we got. We got 1 from Jack is the Truth. He says this will probably land on the AJ versus Fat Baby card. Yo, he hating on Big Baby, yo. All right, let's get to these calls. We got Jay Hardcore, the mastermind in DC. Let's get to him. Where are we at?
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
Jay Hardcore Boxing. You know that shit about boxing. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning, OG, Triple OG.
What's up, my TBG brethren? First of all, man, we got 48 likes right now, man. This is disgraceful. Y'all motherfuckers gotta start hitting this thumbs up. And this is ridiculous. We getting so much content, so much interviews. I mean, it's crazy. And being totally disrespected, man. Hit the like button. Hit the don't like button. But make a decision. Stop shoplifting. And that's you, right. I do like the underdogs. I got a song.
And that's why I didn't ride with you, man. I promise you, that's why I didn't ride with you. But like, if you take it seriously, I'll take your picture. Like today, you said something. Don't say what you said. We'll talk about it later. Okay. But you said either today you said something or yesterday you said something with the letter Z, and I'm like, come on, B. But let me tell you, secretly, I actually like the letter Z. But I need you to be sure that you like letter Z and not that you just fucking falling in love with letter Z because you were
never be sure. Well, never mind. I can't say that because you were sure last week.
Okay, but I didn't fall in love. I didn't fall in love with Kovalev. I did research on that last week, man. And the reason why
how could you do research on Kovalev?
I want to know. Let him talk. I want to know, like, was it Buddy McGirt?
He finished Nestor.
Man, you're gonna have to finish in 1, 2.
Cut it. Boomerang back in, Jay.
Cut it. The boomerang back in.
You always count people down like that, like they can't even talk.
It's all right. He gonna Crocodile Dundee right back.
Rue in the 504.
Hey, good morning, fellas. What's going on?
Good morning.
I'm just kind of questioning this move by Vargas up to 154 because I don't think he fares very well at all in that division. I mean, Munguia probably might not even be there by the end of this year. And that leaves Harrison, Hurt, Lara, and maybe even Charlo. And I think he gets beat handily by either of those guys. I even think Brook may just take this guy out. But I mean, I just maybe think if he's just trying to test the water, maybe J-Rock or Liam Smith might have been a better option than a Kell Brook.
Say what?
He should have took Takashi Inoue for the
yeah, exactly. Takashi Inoue,
I don't know. I think I just see him dropping back down after the Brook loss, and I don't know what this does for his career. I mean, I think this may well just be just for Brook just to have a fight. I don't see what Vargas gets out of this. But that's my call, fellas. Everyone in the chat hit the thumbs up button, and that's it.
Thanks for your call, big homie.
504. Thanks for calling in. We going out to Noah in Cali. I always love going to Noah, man. Waking up early with us out there in Cali. What's cracking, big homie?
What's good, Noah?
Cracking with it, family. Hey, man. Like, Spencer Farron is a G. Like,
hell yeah.
Straight up.
Like, well spoken.
We gotta get you some new headphones, player. You out of control.
A microphone or something.
Hold on one second.
We're gonna hold on 1 second. Gonna get right back to you, Noah. You got that. We're gonna stay with Cali because y'all both California loving, and it's in the morning. And you know, we respect that. Waking up with us over there is motherfucking 7:12 in the morning in Cali.
It's the info, Joe.
Tell the truth, Joe. Tell the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the Know,
Joe.
presented by my brother.
Man, big ups to my guy Info Joe, man. He treated me real good when I was in Cali.
So you just gonna walk over his call?
Hey, man, gave you that good Cali bud that I grew, man.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, that was some OG too.
Nigga, don't hate nothing. Don't try to nigga hop on now, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to hop on now, dog.
No, you was acting greedy with it too, Joe. He act like it was all for him.
He go,
I know.
Bruh, hold on, me.
That's like the fifth person that said that about Mike.
Joe,
this nigga Ness. Hold on, no, Mario.
Joe,
Somebody gave Ness like 15 pre-rolls.
Oh yeah.
you think he gave anybody one? Nah, bro.
Not one? Not one?
I don't give away weed. You can smoke with me though. You can smoke with me. I ain't giving you nah.
I said the same shit. Smoke with me.
Smoke with me. Yeah,
That's
Joe.
right. Hey man, good show this morning, man. Anybody, man, hit those thumbs up, man. You listening to the #1 pound for pound boxing podcast. Hey man, Brook, man, I don't like that he's coming back down to 147, man. I would pick Brook over Vargas, man, but if he coming down, he gonna drain himself, man. I think it evens it out to a 50-50 fight. Him going, he should stay at 54, man. He coming back down, he gonna be weight drained. That's my call, brothers. Everybody have a blessed, no stress day today. Peace.
Joe, you the man. Noah.
Thank you, Joe.
Noah.
40 days and 40 nights, but what's good?
What the fuck? He hung up again.
Oh, Noah hung up, man. Damn.
Rodney, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Sub Mo, what's good?
What's good, man? Hey, why do all these people continue to call in from the UK shitting on Luis Ortiz? Luis Ortiz is a fighter that has been ducked continuously. It's just fucking ridiculous. Man, this guy gave Wilder his toughest fight. Everybody wants to fight Wilder, but nobody want to touch this guy. They saying, well, he need to fight this guy and this guy and this guy. How the hell he gonna fight somebody when nobody will fight him? You tell me that. Like, how the hell am I gonna fucking do something when no one will allow me to do it? No one will fight this guy. And I agree with you, Ness. He shouldn't have fought the Chris the Hammer guy. He maybe should have waited to see if he could grab one of these fights and force these guys to fight him. But I just think it's total bullshit that they call in and say, well, he needs to fight this guy and this guy. He hadn't done it. He's old. And all these motherfuckers running from him. All these
Rod,
running from him.
One thing that he does have on his side right now is Al Hammond. Al Hammond's going to get him a big fight. It's going to happen.
Hopefully you're right. I hope you're right.
I mean, he did it last year, and we complaining. The shit is, we want to see them in big fights all the time. But like he gave him the Wilder fight last year, and then more other fights.
And we don't know what route he's going down right now. He could be going down to IBF or WBA or WBO. Right? I mean, we'll never know until.
Where's Hammer? I'll check where Hammer's ranked at.
I think Hammer, he's for sure in the WBA for sure. Because he's like one of those.
But I don't even think it matters with Hammer, because I think that Luis Ortiz is probably ranked higher than Hammer in all sanctioning bodies anyway. But
cut it.
Troy,
one of those top 15 fights to keep his ranking.
DC,
Yo,
talk
can you
to
hear
me.
me?
I mean, Baltimore. My bad, Troy. What up?
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yep.
You sound better today, Troy.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I was going to talk about something else, but I'm still sick of hearing about Luis Ortiz. He had his shot, he lost, and for all those saying he doesn't get fights, he's been fighting.
You sound like a clown right now. So Dillian White had his shot and he lost. So that logic.
Dillian White did not have a shot, bro. Don't quit saying that bullshit. He did not have a shot.
Had a championship.
Man, get out of here.
He never had.
That wasn't a title shot. Yeah.
Let's keep on saying that. He can shot every week.
Exactly.
He had a shot.
No. He had a shot against the contender.
He had a shot against the Golden Goose.
He wasn't a Golden Goose at the time. What you talking about?
That was a prospect.
Mute yourself, Lester, because
your call's gone. Your call's gone. You got 35 seconds. 34, 32,
35 seconds.
31.
He don't deserve a shot. What has he done since he's lost to actually get another shot? And that's speak on that if you can. Yeah, I thought so.
He ain't lying.
Ring the bell, man. Hang up on me.
Oh, you done? All right.
He said, ring the bell. Hang up on
waiting.
me. Yo, so are we going to say that? Look, Ness, after Cotto got a shot at the Canelo?
Hold on.
My bad. Go ahead.
T Plums, go for it. Let's get them done.
That nigga right there, but he good.
T Plums.
You hear me?
Yep.
All right, so we were talking about Luis Ortiz.
Nah, we actually talking about Vargas and Brook, but we had a guest, Spencer Ferron. He's UK analyst out there in Sky Sports, and we asked him about Luis Ortiz and what the fuck does he got to do to actually get a fight. So he said he should go through Brazil.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna recommend if you check out the Cali Enigma page on YouTube, whatnot. He got an interview with Luis Ortiz, like 25 minutes. I think y'all should check that out. It says a lot about it, about what's going on with these fighters and all that stuff. That's my call.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. We got one more right here. We got to add him though. Anyway, you can say something now, I guess. While I talk.
I'm just gonna say, man, you got to quit saying that Dylan White has already got a shot when he didn't get a shot. He fought Anthony Joshua when he was like 15, 16-0. Both guys were pretty much on the way up.
If he would have beat Joshua back then, what would have happened, Mike?
I don't know, because he didn't.
I mean, it would have raised his stock, but what would you can't? It's like saying Abner Cotto got a shot at the Canelo. So you're saying if Abner Cotto beat Canelo when they fought, he would have what? What would he have become?
I will tell you. Actually, hold that thought.
To this day, to this day. Take along if you know the words. Come on.
Everything. I feel like dancing every time I hear that shit.
KO, what up?
KO.
KO, let's do it, baby. You know we on the move over here. Everybody calling in right now and shit. We on the way out.
Stick and move.
Everybody.
Jab to the body, jab to the head.
Crazy right now, man.
Look to the body, jab to the face.
That's all requests they sent it. KO, talk to me.
Maybe he just listening.
I'm gonna just listen his head. Deej, holla at us.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
going on, Deej?
Hey, yo. Do you know what? I'm a little bit confused about Kell Brook's career at the moment. What exactly is he doing? And what's the direction here? I mean, I like Vargas. I think he's a brilliant fighter. I favored him when he was going to fight Bradley. That knockout was shocking. But I see direction there. I don't really see much direction out of Brook. I think Brook's just hanging on for this Khan fight. I mean, what is he doing? Does anyone even rate him anymore as a fighter? Because, like, I certainly don't. Literally, I think he just needs to sort himself out. This guy's a closet dude as well. He needs to come out of the closet.
Come on, Amir Khan. Amir.
Yeah, Brook.
Amir Khan. Come on, man. Don't be getting on here and insinuating things about a guy that you don't fucking know.
I didn't hear the audio. Send it to me.
Oh, no. You need to hear the audio about how he crashed his car and how that went down still. What happened still? Literally.
But what audio is this? What
are you talking? I know. What are you talking about?
This is all new to me.
Oh man, do you know what? I don't even know if I can say it on your show. To be fair, I thought it was common knowledge still. This guy's been on the down low for some time. He just needs to come out.
You talking about Amir Khan?
No, Amir Khan said that about Kell Brook.
Oh, about Kell Brook. Oh, I was
remember like 2 weeks ago.
Cut it.
About 2 weeks ago.
We going to KO. Talk to me, Deej.
That's trying to burn us out.
Hey, you hear me now?
I hear you, man. With all your background wins.
Listen, I got that audio, you know. I might just post it in the community.
Yo, were you skiing?
He in a goddamn tornado or something.
It's only you on there unmute. I'm on it.
Hold on. He parasailing. He got the wind behind him with the little Klitschko. All right, I'm gonna come over there and Shannon Briggs your ass and put that water ski or whatever.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh man, I can't take that shit. That's loud. Or maybe I have my
Like I'm
speakers.
listening
Okay,
damn
Arthur Mack. It was Arthur Mack. Sorry about that, KO. We're gonna restart you, B.
I knew it wasn't KO. KO don't do us like that.
Yeah, man. Damn, I don't understand how people don't have this shit under control yet.
I knew it wasn't you, KO.
Yeah, so I was saying I've got that audio for you guys. You know, I just put it on the community page. It's very funny. It's so funny. Yeah, it basically just exposes Kell Brook as a gay guy on the down low. It's hilarious.
All right. So
Yeah. But listen,
Fuck around and get sued.
Luis Ortiz, that guy, just I don't understand why they keep blaming the UK for not fighting, great people. I mean, how him can put him with Kalnaki or someone in the PBC. Why is he not fighting the top fighters in the PBC? Why do we keep blaming the UK for the fact that he's not fighting top competition? I don't understand that. Ness, you keep saying all this stuff, but I can put him up with someone up there. It's not up to us to determine if he's a great fighter or not. You feel me?
No, you're right. You're right. I agree with you at least. I don't know if Ness does, but
nah, Ness hates the UK. He loves the UK, but he likes to act like he hates the UK. But we know what he is.
Cut it. Idris, talk to me.
Yo, what's good, man? What am I saying?
What up? Vargas Brook.
Yeah, fuck that, man. You know what? Kell Brook used to be my favorite fighter, man, for a long time, man. You know what, man? I'm not gonna lie, man. He still is kind of, but fucking hell, man. This guy gassed us up with this whole 154 plan, man. I'd rather see him lose to a top 154 pounder and do what he said he was gonna do. You know what I mean? And I'm saying this as a proper Kell Brook fan. You know what I mean? And that's the first time I listened to the boxing voice was when he beat Sean Porter. That's how much of a Kell Brook fan I was. That's my first time. I think that might be the first time I called in as well. But anyway, fuck that guy, man. Pissed me off, man. He's gonna make me turn into Team Amir Khan out here, man. Fucking.
Well, you should have been Team Khan for from the beginning. But...
Hey, and Luis Ortiz, fight a bomb, call out the other guys, rinse and repeat till the end of his career. Say no more. You man. Show Luis Ortiz. I'll continue calling him out as a bum. Yeah, he's gonna get found out by one of these guys, probably Joe Joyce. And you lot can fucking finally rip that shit off.
He'll get found out in 5 years when you guys made him, 100 years old.
In 5 years, you probably say he's 25.
Yeah. If he beats AJ, he'll be 5 years. He'll be 25.
Cut it.
Man.
Julio. What up, Julio?
What up, Julio? Boy, these people funny this morning.
Julio.
Hey, what's going on, Ness?
What's up?
I gotta thank the boxing voice. Made that easy money last week.
Well,
I'm happy I joined Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
You packed your day?
Like, hey, I made money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up.
And I'm thinking of the boxing voice. People should join. Easy money right there. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm happy that Kell Brooks is coming back. I'm a big fan of Kell Brook. Other than that, sign up for Patreon, easy money, and I'm out.
Yo, Julio, you the man. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio.
That's it. We're out of here. We got more coming. Stay tuned. And don't forget, we got Fridays Beating Odds with TBV, where it's going down. Yes. Got research to do. So we'll be back. But all facts on the betting show, no hating on each other. It's just straight up looking for.
We work together. It's a team effort. Yes.
Definitely.
We don't hate on nobody's picks.
Bro, I'm still
but
looking
we keep it real.
Odds, man. It's not out there. It's so sad, bro. Like, I really want to at least see Sonny Conto's odds, and
it ain't gonna be on there, bro. I promise you.
I mean, dude, they're fighting in Philly for G6.
I get that, but I mean, they're not gonna. It's just, it's not a fight that they think that they're gonna draw cash on.
The bookies ain't rookies. Yeah, they ain't risking no money on that shit.
Yeah, it's too many unknown factors.
They probably know more than we do.
They probably know less than we do.
Exactly. Well, I think what Mike means is they know more about how that shit works, and that when you bet on guys that we don't know, that's how you lose money.
No. I'm saying the bookies probably are thinking.
Armani Rock's opponent, he ripped up. Sonny Kanto had a mean stare off. Like, I'm watching this shit. I'm fucking. This is what I'm saying.
Are we gonna? Are you gonna announce that we're gonna do the fight review for it?
Well,
I hope so.
That's gonna be on the fly. We're gonna find that out on the fly. We gotta see how bad that stream is.
It's on Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Oh, we good then.
I already have the link to
but
it.
I mean, because it's on Facebook, it's gonna have the production camera, dog. Remember,
I watched Cassius Chaney on Facebook.
No, he's saying like how many cameras they got. Are they in like a shitty angle?
You ain't watching all that on Fight Night Live?
Fight Night Live, yeah. Him and Money Pal fought on Fight Night Live.
Oh well, and how many cameras they had? Because I ain't watching no one camera shit. I'm just keeping it.
Like
sometimes the one camera thing works out well if it's a smaller venue and they can get in tight.
If he's on the ring. But if you're gonna be on the fucking auditorium,
if you have the if you have the
wide angle lens, I don't want one shot wide angle lens. Take that shit and rub it on your chest. Yo, I'm out. My name is Lester Gibbs. You know me. Where to find me? Ness GTO, Instagram, Twitter. Peace.
And I'm your co-host Mario Munguia. Catch me at Mario Munguia on Twitter and Instagram. We will be back later for the betting show. Peace.
Grouse 2312 on Twitter and Grouse 1911 on IG. He's out.